Hi, my name is Melanie Duppins. I'm the founder of Breaker 28. We're an organization that helps women, and specifically women of color, accelerate their careers. So this, my friends, is Mind Crush Monday, and that's the one day a week we shout out who you should be reading and why. And today's Mind Crush Monday is a shout out to James Clear. He's a blogger, and one of the topics that I love that he covers is deliberate practice. So James Clear isn't the first person to talk about deliberate practice. Jeff Colvin has done a lot with deliberate practice, and several others. But what I like about Clear's writing is it's so clear. See what I did there? And what he's great at is isolating the specific elements that make deliberate practice so important for professionals to consider. So I know what you're asking. What is this thing? So if you think about practice as we define it in our culture, you think about doing the same thing over and over and over again. But how many of you have seen somebody do something over and over and over again, and they never get better at it? Perfect example. Maybe there's someone who's not a great mechanic, or not a great secretary, or not a great bank teller. But every day they're doing the same task, they're just not getting better at them. So that alone proves what a lot of basketball players already know, which is that practice doesn't make perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect. And deliberate practice is a kind of perfect practice, where instead of focusing on a whole process, end to end, and doing it over and over and over again, you focus on one discrete skill. For example, Michael Jordan is reputed to just throw free throws. That's all he would do for hours, just throw free throws. And what's that? What is he doing when you do something like that? What he's doing is isolating one specific element of being a great basketball player and getting the steps right so that in the moment he can throw free throws and win every single time. For soccer players, what that may look like is that they practice some element of their footwork in a very particular way. And they just do the same thing over and over and over again, that same little trick with their feet, until it gets ingrained in their muscle memory. And then they're not operating from here. Their body naturally knows what to do when that ball comes to that place near their feet. So what does that mean for us in our career? Well, that means that anybody who's exemplary at anything at work, the best way to get there is to figure out what distinct components of those skills differentiate the great from the merely good, and then to spend time getting very good in practice at those very discrete skills one by one. So for example, let's say you're an executive director at a nonprofit. If that's you, then one discrete element of your job is fundraising. And not just any sort of fundraising, but fundraising in a room with a funder where you need to get them to say yes. And so maybe you decide, you know what, that part of the pitch is always a little sloppy for me, so I'm going to focus on the last 10 minutes of the funder meeting. I'm going to get very good at orchestrating the last 10 minutes of what I say. And I'm going to get good at being flexible if there are objections, or asking the right question to get them to yes. Whatever it is the discrete skills are. I'm not an ED, so I don't know what they are. But you get very good at that distinct element. And then once you figure that out, maybe you back it up 10 minutes and say, okay, well, the thing that comes right before this that's important to know is how to tell the story of what we do, or how to talk about our impact. So I'm going to spend the next week really getting good at talking about our impact. I'm going to practice 50 times talking about our impact until it's clear. So a lot of times when we do professional development, we think of a whole big skill that we want to learn. But James Clear says, no, don't think of the big skill. Think of the sub skills, the component skills, and then tackle each one in a very meticulous, methodical way, and you'll be on track to being excellent, not merely good. So that's it for your Mind Crush Monday. If you like this, go check out our other videos on our Breaker 28 YouTube channel. And feel free to join our email list, so we have lots of goodies for you. The easiest way to sign up is just to text the word breaker to 444-999. I'll text you back. You'll put in your email. Boom, done. And as a gift for doing that, I'll send you my 3-day career kickstart, which is a super easy email course to get your career on the right track. I look forward to talking to you soon. And in the meantime, remember, it's not just about practice, it's about perfect practice, my friend. So figure out what skills you need to learn and devise a plan to perfectly practice them until you get the right results.